Ever wonder how the planet's giants, like Russia, Canada, and the US, crush the map with borders so vast they defy imagination? Buckle up as we blast through mind-blowing landscapes, unravel the chaos of Europe combined, dive into country combined sprawling wilds, and discover how tiny Portugal packs a punch, plus a subcontinental mosaic and 3 inside it reveals that'll leave you questioning geography itself.
Did you know you could fit 14 Italies inside Chad? That's how big it really is. Chad spans 1,200,000 square miles, that's more than twice the size of India. You could fit 14 Italies, or 26 New Zealands, inside its borders. From east to west, Chad stretches across 4 time zones. Imagine the journey from one coast to the other. Despite its massive size, only 20 million people live there, less than the population of New York City. And here's the kicker, it's bigger than Texas and Alaska combined. Could you drive across Chad in a week? How long would it take? Guess in the comments. Did you know you could fit 30 Swedens inside Chad? That's right, this giant country is massive. Chad spans 1,200,000 square miles, bigger than the entire continent of Europe. You could fit 30 Swedens, or 12 Alaskas, or even 1 Russia and 1 Canada inside it. The country stretches across 4 time zones. From east to west, it's wider than the distance from New York to Los Angeles. Despite its size, Chad has fewer than 6 people per square mile, one of the lowest population densities in the world. It's so big, you could drive from one end to the other for 2,800 miles and still not see it all. Could you drive across Chad? How long would it take? Guess in the comments. Did you know Chad is so massive it could swallow 3 Alaskas whole? Chad spans 1,200,000 square miles, making it the 23rd largest country in the world. That's enough space to fit 3 entire Alaskas, or 26 New Jerseys, inside its borders. From the Sahara Desert in the north to lush grasslands in the south, Chad's landscapes are as diverse as they are massive. Despite its size, only 15 million people live in Chad, less than the population of New York City. And here's the kicker, it's almost twice as big as Mexico, yet feels like a hidden world few know about. Could you drive across Chad in a week? Or would it take a month? Tell us in the comments. Did you know a single country is bigger than the entire continent of Western Europe? Algeria covers over 1,200,000 square miles of land. That's the 10th largest country in the world. You could fit France, Germany, and Spain inside it, and still have room to spare. From the Mediterranean coast to the heart of the Sahara, it stretches more than 1,500 miles north to south. Because of its size, you cross 2 time zones just traveling from north to south. And here's the kicker, only 20 million people live in this giant country, giving it the most space per person on Earth. Could you drive across Algeria? How long would it take? Guess in the comments. Did you know Canada's coastline is longer than every other country's combined? Canada has over 150,000 miles of coastline, that's more than the rest of the world combined. To put that in perspective, it's more than twice the length of the entire United States coastline. It stretches from the icy Arctic Ocean in the north to the calm, sunny coasts of the Pacific in the west and the stormy Atlantic in the east. You could walk the entire Canadian coastline for 20 years and still not see it all if you walked 8 hours a day, non-stop. Canada's sheer size means it spans 6 time zones, from Newfoundland to Yukon. Could you walk it all in a lifetime? Or would you still miss something new every day? Did you know Chad is bigger than France, Spain, and Portugal combined? Chad covers over 490,000 square miles, that's the 21st largest country in the world. You could fit both Texas and Alaska inside Chad and still have room to spare. From east to west, Chad stretches across 6 time zones. Imagine the distance it covers. The Sahara Desert alone covers over 80% of the country, that's more than twice the size of Texas. Yet only about 10% of Chad's land is suitable for farming, the rest is just too harsh. Could you drive across Chad? How long would it take? Guess in the comments. Did you know India is so big it could swallow the entire surface of the moon? India spans over 1,367,000 square miles, bigger than the moon's surface area. You could fit the entire United Kingdom and France inside India with room to spare. It stretches across 28 states and 2 union territories, covering more than 20,000 miles of coastline. From the icy peaks of Ladakh to the tropical beaches of Goa, India's landscapes change as dramatically as the surface of another planet. India is so vast that sunlight takes over 20 minutes to travel from one end to the other, the same time it takes to reach the moon. Could you drive across India? How long would it take? Guess in the comments. Did you know India is so big it could swallow 1.5 Frances? India stretches over 3,287 kilometers from north to south. That's longer than the entire width of the United States. Its total area is over 1,900,000 square miles, bigger than the whole of Alaska and Texas combined. You could fit 120 United Emirs, the smallest country in Europe, inside India's borders. Despite its size, India is home to only 2% of the world's land area but supports nearly 20% of the global population. And scientists still can't fully explain how such a massive country can support so many people in such a small share of the world's land. Could you drive across India? How long would it take? Guess in the comments. Did you know Indonesia has 17,000 islands, more than the entire continent of Europe? It's the largest archipelago in the world, stretching over 1,700,000 square miles, bigger than the entire United States. You could fit Texas, Alaska, and California inside the largest island, Borneo, and it's still not full. From the northernmost to the southernmost island, it's over 12,000 miles, that's farther than from New York to Australia. Only 1,300 of these islands are inhabited. Imagine the untouched beauty still out there. If you laid all its islands end to end, they would circle the Earth 3 times, and still have room to spare. Could you even imagine traveling from one end to the other? How long would it take? Guess in the comments. Did you know the United States is so massive it could swallow 40 Alaska's whole? The USA spans over 3,650,000 square miles. That's the 3rd largest country in the world. Alaska alone is 50,007,000 square miles, and the USA could still fit 40 of them inside its borders. From New York to California, the country stretches over 3,000 miles. That's like driving from here to the moon and back. The USA is so big it has 4 time zones, and when it's morning in New York, it's still night in California. And here's the mind-blowing part: if you stacked 40 Alaskas side by side, they'd still fit inside the continental US. Could you drive across the USA? How long would it take? Guess in the comments. Did you know the USA stretches farther east to west than the entire continent of Europe? It covers over 3 million square miles, the 3rd largest country on Earth. You could fit the entire United Kingdom inside the state of Texas with room to spare. From the icy peaks of Alaska to the sun-soaked beaches of Florida, the USA is a land of extremes. The country is home to 14 of the world's 30 tallest waterfalls, including Havasu Falls at 120 feet. And the Grand Canyon is 2,700 feet deep, deeper than Mount Fuji itself. Could you drive across the USA? How long would it take? Drop your guess in the comments. Did you know you could travel 3,500 kilometers from jungle to ice in one country? Argentina stretches over 3,500 kilometers from north to south. That's longer than the entire width of the United States. It's home to 22 million square kilometers of land. That's almost twice the size of Australia. You could fit Germany, France, and Spain inside Argentina, and still have room to spare. From steamy rainforests in the north to freezing glacier in the south, Argentina has it all in one country. You can fly from the Amazon rainforest to the edge of Antarctica without leaving Argentina, and it's all in the same country. Could you drive from jungle to glacier? How long would it take? Guess in the comments. Did you know there's a salt flat so big it could swallow France whole? Welcome to Argentina, a country that stretches over 3,500 kilometers from north to south. At 1,770,000 square kilometers, it's the 8th largest country on Earth. You could fit France, Germany, and Spain inside Argentina, and still have room to spare. From the icy peaks of Patagonia to the steamy jungles of the Amazon, Argentina has it all. The Salar de Uyuni is 21,000 square miles, the world's largest salt flat, and it's 13,000 feet high. During the rainy season, it becomes a perfect mirror. You could walk for 3 days and never see an edge. Could you drive from one end of Argentina to the other? How long would it take? Guess in the comments. What if a country had glacier in the south and deserts in the north, all within 12 degrees of latitude? Argentina is over 1 million square miles, bigger than Texas and Alaska combined. You could fit France, Germany, and Spain inside Argentina, and still have room to spare. From the icy peaks of Patagonia to the driest place on Earth, the Atacama Desert, it's all in one country. The southern Patagonian ice field alone holds over 20,000 glacier, some older than 2,000 years. And just 12 degrees north, the Atacama Desert gets less than 1 inch of rain every 10 years. You can travel from snow-capped peaks to sand dunes in under 1,000 miles, all in Argentina. Can you believe it? Did you know you could cross 12 time zones without leaving one country? Argentina covers 1,800,000 square miles, bigger than the entire continent of Europe. You could fit the entire United States and still have room for Texas and Alaska combined. From the Amazon in the north to the icy peaks of Patagonia in the south, it spans over 2,000 miles. The Andes mountain range runs through the west, with Aconcagua towering at 22,000 feet, the highest peak outside Asia. You can watch the sun rise over the Amazon and set over the Southern Ocean, all within the same day in Argentina. Could you drive across Argentina? How long would it take? Guess in the comments. Did you know Argentina could swallow 12 France's whole? This country spans over 3,000 miles from north to south, longer than the distance between New York and Los Angeles. Its land area is over 1 million square miles, bigger than the entire continent of Australia. You could fit the entire countries of Spain, Italy, and Germany inside it with room to spare. From the tropical north to the icy south, Argentina's landscapes change more in one country than in most continents. And here's the kicker, despite its size, Argentina has a population smaller than New York City. Imagine a country the size of Texas with just 9 million people. Can you believe it? Did you know Argentina is so big that it stretches 3,000 miles from north to south, longer than the entire continental United States? It covers over 1 million square miles, making it the 8th largest country in the world. You could fit Texas, Alaska, and California all inside Argentina, and still have room to spare. From the Amazon rainforest in the north to the icy peaks of the Andes in the south, Argentina has it all. The Andes hold massive glaciers that feed 10,000 rivers and lakes, storing 30% of the world's freshwater. And yet, Argentina exports nearly half of its freshwater through agricultural products like soy and beef. Could you drive from one end of Argentina to the other? How long would it take? Guess in the comments.